Alright, what's up, y'all? It's been a while since I did a video, since the end of 2023, so I'll be starting out the year 2024 with this video, even though boxing has already jump-started back in January, and there's been some fights that have passed by, and some fights that have gotten postponed, obviously. But I feel motivated a little bit more now, but at the same time, I've been real busy with a bunch of other stuff, trying to better myself so I could get into something bigger, later on in the future. So, yeah, that's what I'm working on right now, at least. But anyways, this fight right here, I'm actually kind of surprised that it happened, and it's happening in May. Naoya Inoue versus Nery, and this is a fight that I wanted to see back in the day, man. I would say around 2018, 2019. And it all started, well, I would say the interest kind of started back when Nery faced off against Shinsuke Yamanaka, who was the former WBC champion at 118 pounds. And he was actually one of the more longer reigning champions there. He made the most title defenses around that time out of any other champion from other weight classes, from what I recall. And Nery was coming in, I think, as an underdog from what I recall. And Shinsuke Yamanaka was undefeated himself. And when the fight happened, it happened over there in Japan. So Nery was going all the way over to Japan to fight this guy. And Nery got the victory. He stopped Shinsuke Yamanaka when nobody else thought that he would. And you would think that he would be like at the very top, he would ride off this victory and on to better things. But his career kind of took a spiral when he tested positive for a banned substance over there. And I don't know if it was the Japanese commission that issued the rematch or what the powers that be wanted it to be, but from what I recall, there was a rematch, and Nery came in overweight this time and basically stopped Shinsuke Yamanaka again and retired him at the same time. So there's a bad history with Nery over there in Japan, and he has a terrible reputation over there. And I'm actually surprised that he's actually going over there to Japan to face off against Naoya Inoue. And Naoya Inoue took the fight. So it's looking like it's happening at 122 pounds now. At one point, this fight was actually a fight that I wanted to see, second to Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence like 5 or 6 years ago. That's how badly I wanted to see this fight. Like, I even had a idea of a dream card where this would be the co-main event to that event. So, yeah, this would have been a great fight a long time ago, but a lot of stuff in their careers has changed. And Naoya Inoue obviously, had a better trajectory than Nery. But I think Nery is a live dog still in this fight, even though he came on some losses against Brandon Figueroa. He got stopped with a body shot by Brandon Figueroa, and also he had some tough fights in between as well. And one of the victories, man, that earned him a Fight of the Year candidate, he also kind of struggled in that fight, but he still got the win at the very end. So that's probably why he's riding off, right now. At least, he's off at a good start, enough for him to actually be viewed by Naoya Inoue as a formidable opponent. But anyways, y'all, I just wanted to break this down. I'm pretty sure, on Fight Week, I'll break down all the details that I want to, in terms of, the fight breakdown and, just the whole stylistic matchup, because I don't want to break down too much for this fight, because I want to save it for Fight Week. But just to let y'all know that I'm still here watching the fights. I've been watching everything that's going on. And let me know in the comments if you want to hear a review on the Joshua Ngannou undercard, not just the whole MMA versus boxing thing, because I'll also like to talk about Zhang versus Parker. I have some thoughts on that fight. But let me know what y'all think about this fight. Naoya Inoue versus Nery. Good fight or not? Let me know in the comments. I'm out. Peace.